Radio Control 99.4 FM.
Alrighty, welcome back to Control. We're lucky enough today to be joined by Alex from Canadian band METZ, who are playing 2 shows on our shores. Welcome to Radio Control and welcome to New Zealand, Alex.
Thank you very much.
How you feeling so far on our shores?
It's great. It's great. We're having a great time.
Excellent.
And we're excited to play.
Awesome. So it's your first time playing in New Zealand. How do you like the place so far? Are you looking forward to getting to play some music to Kiwis? Have you met many Kiwis yet?
Lots of Kiwis, and we've hit the beach. It's been lovely thus far. So
nice.
Yeah, definitely good times.
So what can we expect from a METZ show if we haven't seen you guys before?
Well, most people say that we're quite loud, and we like to have a good time and crank it up and get sweaty and move around. So that's basically our MO. We try to have as much fun as possible, and it's a loud rock and roll show.
Excellent. So tell us about the beginning of METZ. You started in 2010, is that correct?
A little bit before that. We've been going for about 5 years now.
Okay. So how did you get together?
Well, Hayden, the drummer, and I, we grew up in Ottawa, capital city of Canada, and we started the band there. And after a couple of years, we decided for a change of scenery, and we headed down to Toronto.
Yeah.
And that's when we met Chris. So it kind of was one of those serendipitous things where we met the right person at the right time, and it kind of all just took off from there.
Cool, awesome. So you're touring pretty much in support of your self-titled release from last year, which got great reception from the music media. Tell us a bit about the creation process on that album.
It was a treat to make. I think we had a really good idea of how we wanted to approach it in the studio.
Yeah. And
we knew the sounds we wanted to get. It was just a matter of getting those sounds. And we had help of a few very talented engineers, but other than that, we self-produced it and went in. And I think over it took a couple of months, but it was mostly weekends because we were all working day jobs and stuff like that. So,
right.
Yeah, it came out nice, and I think we're all pretty happy with it still.
Awesome. And on Sub Pop, that one, was it a little bit of a childhood dream? Were you a Nirvana kid growing up or anything like that?
Well, it's definitely a good place to be. We love the people over at Sub Pop, and we love their back catalog. So yeah, in some ways it was kind of a teenage dream to finally be on that roster amongst those great bands. Yeah,
for sure. And did a lot of people kind of see this? Did the album come out exactly how you expected, or was it one of those things that when you come out the other side, you had no idea that was what you were going to create?
Yeah, you try not to think about it too much. You try to just make what feels good and what's natural to the three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a very natural creation, and we didn't really want to think about if people would like it or if the critics would like it or anything like that. So I think you can tell by listening to it that we really didn't try to make a record that would be critically acclaimed. Just something that we loved.
Sure, but speaking of that, you got a nomination this year for the Polaris Music Prize. Do you want to explain what that is to us New Zealanders?
Yeah, basically it's a music prize that happens every year that is chosen by the country's music press, right. and every record that year is thrown into the hat, and then it's finally whittled down, and we were lucky enough to be nominated into the top 10 and what they call the short list. Yeah. It was really a really nice kind of honor to be lumped in there and mentioned amongst some of Canada's greatest artists. So it was cool for us.
Are you the only band of your sort of style, shall we say, in that list?
Definitely. Yeah, we were. I think it was a surprise to us and to a lot of other people, but we do take some pride in sticking out and doing our own thing.
For sure, and it's I guess it must almost seem like a year late for you guys having done the album last year.
Yeah, well, it's been a whirlwind. We've been on the road since it came out. We've been on the road for about 13 months or so with very little breaks. So
right.
After these New Zealand shows, we finally get to go home and have Christmas and make a new record.
Cool, awesome. And do you enjoy the touring life? Is this as far as you've gone as well in terms of distance from Canada?
It is. It is. We do enjoy it. We love playing in new places for new people, and it's definitely something we are excited to do. Although I think we might be at the end of our rope a little bit as far as the schedule that we booked for ourselves this year. It was really heavy duty, and it's nice to be able to finish off in such a beautiful place where we've never visited before.
For sure. So before we go, we'll run through a quick couple of questions, which are probably going to be the hardest questions of the day. What are your Desert Island Disc 3 albums you'd want to be stranded on an island with?
Whew. Okay, well, let's see. I think there'd have to be Sonic Youth, Daydream Nation, say Beatles, Revolver, and it's hard to choose. And let's see.
You can take another Beatles album if you want.
Yeah, I know. You need the whole collection, really. We'll say something a little different, like maybe Mission of Burma Versus or something like that.
Sweet. And what about your favorite artist to go and see? This might even be a little bit of like a local secret as well. If you've got someone from Toronto you want to big up.
Favorite artist to go see or show?
Yeah, to go see live.
Who's always amazing to see live?
Or maybe that you've toured with as well?
Well, we did. Yeah, we played with Mudhoney, and we did a tour in the UK, and they're always a blast to watch. Yeah. So I would say them, I think, and they've always been really cool to us, and we kind of look up to them. So definitely Mudhoney.
Veterans for sure. Just for a frame of reference, we're in Palmerston North, which is about the size of Milton, Ontario. I don't know if that means anything to you.
Yeah, sure,
I did some research. Is there one thing you want to say to the people of Palmerston North? This is your chance.
Well, thanks for being so cool, and you live in a really amazing place, and we're glad to be here, and I hope you can make it out to the shows.
Awesome. Well, you out there can catch METZ tonight at Bodega in Wellington, tomorrow at the King's Arms in Auckland. Thanks so much, Alex, for having a chat, and all the best for those shows.
Oh, thanks so much. My pleasure.
Radio Control 99.4 FM.